the war in the West Asia drags on with no end in the sight, there are reports that US could be mulling a ground offensive and seize the Kharg Island forcibly. US forces had launched military targets on island around 2 weeks back. However, now the US is reportedly planning ground invasion on it. Analysts say that such an operation could be executed swiftly, but it would place US troops at a major risk and likely prolong rather than shorten the war. The Kharg Island is located 26 kilometers off Iran's coast in northern end of Gulf, about 483 kilometers northwest to the Strait of Hormuz. Home to Iran's main crude oil export terminal, it handles nearly all the country's oil exports. Since 1960s, the island has been handling most number of its oil shipments. Even though Iran has been hit by airstrikes, the island's facilities are apparently functioning. The oil export hub was developed with the help of US oil company Amoco. Kharg Island has the capacity to load up to 7 million barrels of oil a day, and hence it is the backbone of Iran's crude exports. Reuters say that the island lies in the water deep enough to help the docking of tankers that are too big to approach the Iranian mainland's shallow coastal waters. Reports say that US troops may seize the island relatively fast, but that would not necessarily result in the quick and decisive end to the Iran war. Reports say that the seizure and occupation of Kharg Island is more likely to expand and extend the war than it is to deliver any sort of decisive victory. Some experts contend that seizing the island and holding it are two very different challenges because Kharg is within the rocket and missile range of the mainland Iran. Ruben Stewart of the International Institute of Strategic Studies, the 82nd Airborne Division, is not optimized to seize an island like Kharg on their own. Retired Admiral James, the former NATO Supreme Allied Commander, told CNN that Iranians are clever and ruthless. They will do everything they can to inflict maximum casualties on US forces, both on their ships at sea and especially on the ground troops are anywhere in their sovereign territory. Former US Army intelligence analysts said that any attempt to seize the Kharg Island would be close to a suicide mission. Analysts added that there's likelihood of US troops getting trapped on the island or possibility of mass casualties due to the operation. Some experts also raised doubts over the long-term viability of such an offensive. Experts say that US troops would be vulnerable to missile and drone attacks, including potentially small but deadly camera-wielding first-person view drones that are already used in large numbers in Ukraine. Analysts say that Trump would also expect that seizing the Kharg Island would compel Iran to open the Strait of Hormuz and give Washington leverage in future negotiations. However, there's also a possibility that Tehran may escalate by deploying more mines to target shipping, including floating mines launched from the coast, which would make the region even more risky for the maritime traffic that has already been heavily disrupted by the Iranian war.